Namaste students. Today I am going to discuss about the topic microorganisms of the marine environment. So in this video we are going to discuss about the topic microorganisms of deep areas or benthic marine environment. Marine sediments range from a very shallow to the deepest trenches from are dimly illuminated to completely dark environment. And the temperature and the age of such sediments depend on the proximity of the geological area. Hydrothermal vent and communities with large and diverse invertebrates, some of the which depend on the endosymbiotic chemolithotrophic bacteria, have been intensively investigated in deep sea areas. And because the vast majority of the earth crust lies at great depth far from the geothermally active region, most benthic marine microbes live under high pressure conditions. Deep ocean sediments were once thought to be devoid of the all life and just not worth of considerable efforts it takes to study them. But sediment sample from water depth up to 8,200 meter reveal the presence of a vast piezosphere. The piezosphere describes the biome at the depth with pressure exceeding 100 atmospheric pressure. Uh, Here, microbes are 10 to 10,000 greater per unit volumes than in productive surface waters. Reason for this difference are complicated but include energy availability and limited grazing pressures. This results in the especially surprising because the majority of the ocean floors issues only about 1 gram of organic carbon per square meter per year. The sediment surface and the subsurface appear to be teeming with viruses. It is estimated and that uh, each year viral lysis in the benthos reach up to 630 million tons of carbon that had been sequestered by marine snow and falling particulates. Interestingly, some recent deep sea sediment drilling has turned our understanding of the bacterial energetics literally upside down. It is generally understood that anaerobic respiration occurs such that there is differential use of edible terminal electron acceptors that yield the most energy from the oxidation of NADH or an inorganic reduced compound. Thus, following oxygen depletion, nitrate will be reduced, then manganese, iron, sulfate, and finally carbon dioxide also will be reduced. When sediments score up to 420 meter deep were collected off and coast of Peru, this predictable profile of electron acceptor and their microbial deliver reduced product was observed within the upper strata of the sediments. However, when these signature chemical compounds were measured at great depth, this is the diagram of the great depth. Here, the concentration of the gases and 100, 200 meter, 400 meter sediments are also there. Bacterium usually 100 to 300 micrometer in diameter, and bacteria are mostly present in that environment. This suggests the presence of the unknown sources of these electron acceptors at the subsurface surface depth of more than 420 meters. In addition, some other microorganisms are also found. Another outcome of the deep ocean sediments exploration has been the discovery of the microbial communities on continental margins fueled by the release of the hydrocarbon in depth between 200 to 3,500 meters, depending on the surface topology and the rate of which hydrocarbons are emitted. They are called bookmarks. gas chimneys, mud volcanoes, brine ponds, and oil and asphalt seep. A variety of microbes can use hydrocarbons as a sole carbon source, oxidizing them with oxygen or sulfate as the electron acceptor. In addition, methane oxidizing archaea grow in consortia with sulfate-reducing bacteria of the desulfococcus and desulfococcus groups. Some old seeds are the sites of microbial mats, which can sometimes cover several hundred of meters. These mats are dominated by the giant vacuolated sulfur oxidizing bacteria in genera Vegetor and Thiomargarita. Thiomargarita species are some of the largest bacteria known. Their vacuoles occupy the majority of the intracellular space. So, this is the diagram, bacteria, bacterial diagram. In addition to accumulating elemental sulfur, granules, which they use as an electron donor. They also store nitrate to use as the terminal electron acceptor in the sulfur oxidation. Perhaps the most industrial important of these hydrocarbon fuel communities are methane hydrates. These pools of the trapped methane are produced by archaea that convert acetate to the methane. The lack of associated methane oxidizing microbes had enabled this pool. The formation of methane hydrates require both cold temperature and high pressure. This discovery is very significant because there may be up to 1,013 metric tons of methane hydrates worldwide, thus 80,000 times the world's current non-natural gas reserve awaits the development of the technology to access it. So our lecture is over here. Thank you very much.